What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Squelch Panda here, back at you with another G Fuel review. Today we're going to be doing a double feature of G Fuel. We're doing the King of Spades, which is Blackberry Apple, and the Queen of Hearts, which is Sour Berry. Now I'm not fully sure what berry sour they're trying to do here. I don't know if it's going to be like a raspberry or a cranberry or like a mix of them all. Maybe it might taste like Brimstone, where it was sour cranberry raspberry. Well, not sour cranberry raspberry, but cranberry raspberry. Or it could just be like a nice little berry blend. Actually, sour berry could be what sour phaseberry was. So this could be essentially sour berry bomb. But I'm not fully sure yet. I wasn't the biggest fan of sour phaseberry, so if it is that, while I wouldn't hate it, it wouldn't be a flavor I would prefer. And as far as King of Spades, being Blackberry Apple, I was really excited for that flavor. I've been enjoying the apple flavors that they've had recently. Even if they just came out with like a regular apple flavor, that would taste delicious to me. Because I love apple juice, and if it tastes like apple juice, this is going to be great. And then Black on Blackberry, which is now Doodleberry. At least to my knowledge, it's Doodleberry now. Was one of my favorite packets whenever I started drinking G Fuel, and it was actually my first favorite flavor, surprisingly or not. Until I eventually got Tubs and I got to try Bobby Boysenberry. So as you can probably tell, I like berry flavors. I like blackberry and it's like some raspberry flavors, and I like having like a fruity flavor to something where it's like a little tart, but you get that pizzazz that you want whenever you're drinking G Fuel. And of course we've got the Flavored Buddies cup today, and doing my Winter White Shaker cup. Got those all nice and ready for today. Been going through a lot of stuff down here. Crazy weather and work and hanging out with friends and all that. But overall, I'm trying to get to a G Fuel review, and if I'm going to do it, I don't want it to be, "Hi guys, welcome to the video, we're going to be doing this." No, nobody wants to hear that. In fact, I think I'm one of my most energetic selves today, for some reason, even though it's like really late at night. It's technically morning, but it's all good. We're all having fun here. Drink some G Fuel, done everything. So I guess what I'll do is I want to show off the tubs a little bit more. So as you can see, you know, Queen of Hearts, she's got like her rose and everything there. Sour Berry. I know it doesn't say Queen of Hearts on it. Same thing with King of Spades. They don't say it on it, but that's the official like name for them as well. It's Queen of Hearts, Sour Berry, King of Spades, Blackberry Apple, and overall they're doing pretty good. It's just kind of, you can tell this is a Queen of Hearts, that's a King of Spades. They don't really need to put all that text, and I think how they did it, just having the flavor profile nice and big right there, was a really good touch. So you've got, shoot, I got the weird hiccups today, or burps. Energy, focus, endurance, reaction, and all of them have some type of love thing going on. You've got a heart with wings, Cupid for focus, 2 hearts for endurance, and a teddy bear for reaction, with of course 15 calories. And all of the cards are pretty much the same. They're just the Queen of Hearts, 30 servings, sugar-free, sorry, 40 servings, sugar-free. There's the supplement facts if anybody wants to read those. Alright, so that's the Queen of Hearts, and then of course we've got the King of Spades there with his king and his crown and his coat. I forgot what it's necessarily called. Blackberry Apple, and then he has the exact same shapes as Queen of Hearts, just with kind of a gray color to go with the black and red color scheme of it. And you know, this way he's got like the sword going this way. Overall, just nice like King of Hearts thing going on. King of Spades going on. Sorry, I'm putting the names together. Of course, 15 calories, 40 servings, Blackberry Apple. So we'll, I guess since we showed them in one way, I'll pop them open in reverse. And then we'll give a smell, and we'll scoop, and we'll shake it all up and see how they taste. Now, even though these are two completely different flavors, one being Blackberry Apple and the other one being Sour Berry, of course, I still wanted to do these together because it seems like a good one to do together. If they somehow make like a Jack's one, then, or like a Joker, I think that would be really cool. And I can put like those two together or something, or add on to it. But as for right now, we've got a king and a queen. Doesn't really hurt anything there. Gonna be fun. So we'll pop the king tub open. Not much of a pop, but that's fine. Ooh. I see the end of the scooper, so I'm just go ahead and pull that out. Get all that was very helpful. Very, very helpful. Now we just get all this powder out. I'm really excited. I'm almost done with flavors for right now. I've got currently one more flavor on the way, which I was really happy about, which is the cyberpunk flavor, which is grape, banana, apple. It's gonna be interesting. Three of my favorite flavors. I don't know how they're gonna taste together, but I mean, three of my favorite flavors. So, so far, there's not really a whole lot of apple flavors out right now. The only one I can think of is caramel apple, and I guess this technically. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. I put that layer. We don't need it because we're not doing a water bottle. We're doing a scoop. So we'll go ahead and get that scoop ready. A little bit more in there. A little bit more in there. What am I doing? I'm being a silly goose. I'm supposed to shake it up. I am totally supposed to shake it up. What the world am I thinking? Do. Give it a good shake. I guess while I'm shaking this one, I'll pop this one open. That's called multitasking. Yeah, I did it. And then, can I open it one-handed? I can! And who said video games don't pay off? I'm not going to try to pop it with one hand. That is a disaster waiting to happen. Alright, so I can see the other end of this shaker. So I can see the end where the G Fuel comes out of, and the other one we have the handle part. Just trying to get some of the G Fuel away from the scoop as much as I can, so I can grab it and get as little powder on me as possible. And we'll get all this powder out of here. Get the powder out. Take the shaker out. Take the scoop part off. The top part of it. Some powder out. We'll remember that is the Queen of Hearts. Scoop. I don't think it's really gonna matter too much, but I'd rather be safe instead of trying to get everything mixed around. We don't want that. There. So let's smell the Queen of Hearts first. Ooh, that smells nice. It smells like a candy that I know, and I can't think of the candy because my brain's going to. My My brain was going to Smarties, but that's not right because everything powder smells like Smarties. So I think I want to say it smells like either Crybaby gum or Warheads. So it definitely smells sour, but not like a bad sour. Like you're gonna enjoy this sour. So go ahead and get that scoop ready. Set that back there. And then we'll pop open Blackberry Apple and get a smell of that. Alright, this one's a little bit closer to kind of the caramel apple smell. It's like a cinnamon apple as opposed to like a crisp apple. A little crisp, a little like a honey apple smell to it, kind of going on. I think that's the blackberry mixing with it, kind of gives you that the more. I'm trying to think of the word. I want to say robust, but that's not really what I'm thinking of. More earthy. And you know what I mean. Hopefully you know what I mean. More like earthy. I don't think earthy is the word I'm looking for, but rotund, is that the word? No. Anyways, more mellow and yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do the best to describe this, and I can't think of the word. Besides saying like something like manly or robust or like sandalwood and bourbon smell and stuff like that. You know, that kind of smokiness. Anyways, smells good. I'll say that. With the blackberry and the apple, it kind of mix them together pretty well. And we get scoop that one. You're actually going to take a little bit of powder out of this kind of, because I know that that's going to be sour, and while it's fine, I do want it to not be too sour to where I'm not really getting to taste the flavor. So we're just going to go a little bit less on that. Gfuel's not always just the scoop. Sometimes you want to do a little bit more, sometimes you need to do a little less. Doesn't really hurt anything. So this one is Blackberry Apple, which we're going to put in the Flavor Buddies tub. And in the Flavor Buddies shaker cup. And the Queen of Hearts we're going to put in the Winter White shaker cup. So we'll give those a quick seal. Fix these real quick so they look all nice whenever we get back to them. And then I'm going to pause, shake these up, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. So this is the Blackberry Apple one mixed up. Has this like nice dark purple to it. I really like that. It's like dark purplish black. And then Queen of Hearts is this nice red, like rose red, that I really like. That's I always like the color. There's never a color that comes out of Gfuel I'm like, ew, that doesn't look good. But I like the colors of that. So let's give Queen of Hearts a smell first. Yeah, still getting that that kind of like Crybaby and Warhead smell. Smells good. You can definitely tell it's sour. You can definitely tell it's a sour flavor. But it's the berry notes too. But sour berry goes pretty good. And then King Spades, Blackberry Apple. I get a little bit more of the blackberry on that one, but not like strong enough on it. You can tell it's like mellowed down because of the apple, but not in a bad way. We have a solid blackberry flavor for a reason. So this is a nice little combo. It's going to be mellowed down a little bit. You can still smell the apple in there. Still kind of the caramel apple-ish feel to it. More juicy than crisp. Really good. Alright, so we'll sip them in that order too. Actually, the fact that this is sour, kind of sour out of my mouth, I'll do the blackberry apple first and then go to the sour. Not bad. I'm re-shaking a little bit. That is a nice smooth flavor. It hits the blackberry feel to it. Kind of makes me think of those, I know it's a different flavor, but I love those purple freeze pops. Kind of makes me think of those. So it's almost like a grape note to it. Kind of like earthiness and dark protrusion of blackberry. But a nice, crisp juiciness of apple. I think it does really good. This might be one of my, I don't want to say one of my favorite flavors. Well, no, I can say it's one of my favorite flavors. Doesn't mean it's like, the best flavors. But personally, I do feel like overall it is one of my favorite flavors so far. And I say that about a lot of flavors. Well, not as many as I would think. I do think a lot of flavors are pretty good. But also, I like a lot of stuff. It's just who I am. If I don't like something, I'm going to let you know. If I do, I'm going to let you know. Yeah, that is really good. You know what it is? It tastes really good. It's really good earthy berry flavor. And does what it set out to do. I can't fault it at all. Give this one a shake. And a sip. Another one. Another sip. I got a funny feeling this is just a reskin of Phase Berry to an extent. Because something that I didn't like about Phase Berry is it doesn't... All the other sour flavors to me taste like the flavor and then it has sour added to it. This just tastes like sour. Like a sour something. Which to me is kind of not as cool. Not as happy to have it. If I have a sour flavor, like we saw how I liked sour fruit punch and sour green apple. Two of my favorite flavors now. That's is blackberry apple. But two of my favorite flavors now, and they tasted good. They were good sour flavors because they tasted like green apple with sour added. The sour was like a coating, not the whole personality. Same thing with sour fruit punch. This just tastes sour. And when you're chewing cranberry bubble gum, you're getting sour gum, but you're getting gum. It's sour, but you're still chewing bubble gum and getting that flavor out of it. Same thing if you're having a warhead, it's sour. And then it gets kind of sweet. Tastes kind of good. Same thing like Sour Patch Kids. That's like their whole motto. But this, at least on first days, which is probably going to taste like this again, it tastes like just sour. I mean, I couldn't tell you what berries. I really couldn't. I don't really taste strawberry. I don't really taste raspberry. I just kind of taste sour. I just kind of taste sour. Which is making me think that it's a reskin of sour phaseberry. Because phaseberry to me, which again is berry bomb now, which is strawberry, pomegranate, blueberry. Which everybody knows my allergies. I'm okay with blueberries with this. Anyways, I'm okay with it. Just wanted to put that out there for everybody that knows my allergies. I'm okay with these. But that had like a flavor to it. It tasted like what it's supposed to taste like. And then sour phaseberry just tasted sour. It didn't taste like the fruits. It just tasted sour. So, and you could say the thing of like, oh well, you had it too fast after having the Blackberry Apple. Maybe, but also the Blackberry Apple would have given me a taste. It would have actually put more to the flavor, not less. But to me, it just tastes sour. But, and I mean, there's a silver lining. If you do just want to taste sour, if you just like the taste of sour, get this. I mean, I don't think it's for me necessarily. I'll drink it. I might use it to mix with something else. Since I know that this is pretty much just the formula for sour, in my opinion, then if I want to have sour blackberry, I can mix it with doodleberry. If I want to have, I doubt this would work, but if I want to have like sour mandarin orange, I can do that. Maybe, you know. So I think it has uses, but as just a flavor, I don't like it as much. So I'm probably not going to rank it very high. Get another drink. I mean, kind of tastes like Warhead there. But overall, it's sour. It doesn't taste horrible, necessarily, but it just tastes sour. And sometimes you don't want just sour. But I don't want to fault it too hard. It had its merits. I'll give it a a 6 feels high, but then again I don't know my placements quite as well. So I'd say somewhere between a 5.8 and a 6. If a 6 is high, it feels somewhere around there. I'd probably say 6. I think that after you get through the point that you know this is sour, then it starts tasting a little bit like berry, and you can use it for more. Blackberry Apple, it tastes really good. I enjoyed this. I want to go to 9s. I do, but also with it being more of a hard flavor, as opposed to like a lighter citrusy flavor or something. Can't do too crazy, but I mean, Bobby Boysenberry is my favorite flavor. Black on Blackberry is one of my favorite flavors. It's kind of hard not to put Blackberry Apple up there, so it's got to be at least over a 9, maybe even like over a 9.5 to be safe. Yeah, I mean, I don't quite know my rankings, but I think I'd probably like it over just Blackberry. Tastes really good. It's what I like. tastes like a green popsicle or a grape popsicle. I don't know why it tastes like a grape popsicle. I know that doesn't make sense because it's not grape, but it gives you that feeling of a grape popsicle, and I love the purple popsicles. So we'll go 5.8 and 9.7. 9.7. Yeah, 9.5 felt too low. We're gonna go, 5 point. No, that was a 6. A 6. 9 point. Yeah, so 6 and 9.6. That seems fair. 6 and a 9.6. Probably move it around. 9.8, maybe. 9.8 feels so high. I don't have a 10 flavor yet. I don't have a flavor that's absolutely like, this is the best flavor ever. 10 out of 10, I could drink this like crazy. Bobby Boysenberry is really good. But I still don't think it's a 10. I think it's like a 9.8. So I can't go higher than that. So I'm going to go with a 9.6. And maybe somewhere down the line, there'll be a 9.7 blackberry flavor. Or this one will get bumped up. But as for now, this is the 9.6. 9.6 and 6. So, I know it's like they run opposite ends of the spectrum. This is like an absolute amazing flavor. I love this. This is exactly what I want. And this is like, oh, well, it has some things about it that can work, but not really what I want. And that's what I love about Gfuel, is that you're not always going to have a top tier flavor. But that does not mean that the other flavor or the flavor that you're having is automatically horrible. It just may be that on a day you've had all these top flavors, you just want something different, and you want to have a change of pace, you go back and you're like, you know what? My taste buds want something sour. You know, like, you want something. And on those days, you can come back and you can have this. Or if you're like, oh, this Gfuel flavor's kind of okay, but it needs something to it. At that point, you could add this to it and bump it up. So I think that as just drinking it, I don't think sour berry is very great, but it has uses in other ways. So, glass half full, if you will. Yeah, I was really happy to do this one today. Both flavors had their pros and cons. I'd say Blackberry Apple didn't really have any cons, now I think about it. But both had really good pros. You know what I'm trying to say, that both flavors they did what they needed to do. Neither one of them was horrible, just, I had different opinions on each of them. And that's fine, that's how Gfuel is, that's how life is. But yeah, it was a lot of fun today. I've got, how many flavors are left? Look at that together. I've got 2, 4, 6, 7, no, 9, I can't read, 2, 4, 6, 8. I could probably count that, I'm just tired. It's 9. I've got 9 flavors left. Now, a part of me wants to do the lemon lime OG next. But a part of me is also like, that's the only, well, technically Doodleberry is also a black label. But to me, I'm like, that's the only black label that we have. But then again, on ending on all this, do I really want to end with lemon lime? So I think the last flavor that I do is going to be the Hidden Power, which is just a reskin of, is it up there? Over there. Phase X / Phase Freeze up there, which was my first tub, and the first tub that I ever finished. I got that tub and the juice at the same time. It's the first tubs I ever ordered because Phase X was one of my favorite flavors. So I'm probably going to save the reskin of that for the last of these flavors. I doubt that there'll be too many flavors that come in before that. Like I said, right now I've got one tub that's coming in. I haven't ordered any Gfuel recently. Just kind of like money and timing and stuff like that. It happens. So I'm probably going to end on that one to go big. So I'm thinking the next one. Got a lot of good options. Actually, I know that I said I was going to do the Phase Freeze essentially one, but I've got a better idea. So one of those flavors, that one right there, the camera's inverted, right there, it's called Hype Sauce, which is raspberry lemonade. And while this was my very first tub I ever had, that was my very first flavor I ever had. And I did not originally like it a whole lot. I thought it was very tart. But that was also in a packet, so ratios were off for me personally. So I think that'll be the last tub. And then that'll be right before it, and then so on and so forth. So I'll probably do Doodleberry after that. So, don't know. Doodleberry, Berry Bomb, if these are correct reskins. Doodleberry, Berry Bomb, Hype Sauce, and Hidden Power are all flavors that I have had before. These three on the bottom, this one up here, and the Lemon Lime are all new. So, I think the next one I'm going to do is Pink Drip, which is this one right here, which is supposed to taste like one of those pink Starbursts. So that's gonna be fun. If not, I'll probably just do the lemon lime one. Go ahead and get that one out the way. Kind of like a throwback. Have a lot of fun with it. But one of those will be the next one. You're gonna be just as surprised as I am on what I pick. I don't know. I could change my mind between here and there. But yeah. So until then, Blackberry Apple, 9.6 out of 10, and Queen Hearts, Sour Berry, 6. It has ways they can work. But yeah, thank you for coming to the video. We'll have a Gfuel review soon sometime. And until next time, I will see you, well, next time. Have a good day.